Okay, so let's start. And then if somebody comes, I've got a couple more chairs. So thank you for coming. My name is Yumi of Trillium Chinese Medicine. And then today I'm going to talk about the indigestion, which is the root of most of the internal illnesses. So I will talk about first Western view of what's indigestions, how they see the indigestions. And then I'm going to talk about the bloating and slow digestion, acid reflux, and then constipation. Then I will briefly talk about what you can do to prevent any of these digestive issues. So, symptom indigestions usually involves a slow digestion. They know, patients usually know there's digestion is slow. They may say my metabolism is slow, or if your thyroid is hypoactive, you will get the slow digestion. Like people usually know when their digestion is slow. Bloating, distension, like you may just have a feeling of bloating, but you may actually visually bloat. People often say, I look like 6 months pregnant. There's a distension of the abdomen. Maybe just epigastric and on top of the stomach, or maybe entire abdomen. Both are indigestion. Pain in abdomen after eating. Kids sometimes have that. Nausea and vomiting after eating. Acid regurgitation. Feeling of food being stuck. Or people may say, like, I feel like food is just sits here. It just doesn't go down, and then people feel like there's an obstruction that food sits on. Feeling of small spinning just below the diaphragm, but usually left side at the people. Some people feel like something is spinning. I had a client who said she thought there's a butterfly in it. Another client who's a little more severe than the butterfly thought that there's a washing machine there, like just spinning, like, you know. It is symptoms that are not that uncommon. And low appetite. So how the Western medicine sees indigestions? Indigestion is often a sign of underlying problem, such as gastroesophageal reflux disease, or whatever it is, ulcers or gallbladder disease, or something that's bigger. And then indigestion is just a secondary sign. It's a secondary illness of other illnesses. You get these first, and then you get indigestion. So your doctor will rule out of any underlying conditions, so they do tests and then tests and tests, and then they try to find where the numbers are wrong. Maybe it's a blood test, or maybe endoscopy, or anything. But if they don't find anything, they may not do anything. They like the result from the test. Mm-hmm. Your subjective feeling may not be what's really important when they treat you. So, how Chinese medicine sees indigestion? So in Western medicine, indigestion is a secondary symptom of other major diseases. Subjective feeling may be there, but if tests find nothing, no treatments. If you're tired, you know your metabolism is slow, but if you do the blood test and then your thyroid number is within the range of normal, they won't do anything about it, although you do have our symptoms. That often happens. But in Chinese medicine, indigestion is often a preceding symptoms of other more severe diseases. We think indigestion happens first. When subjective experiences of indigestion occurs, we'll treat it. Because for Chinese medicine, symptom matters. Because we don't run tests. We don't really work with numbers. So if you say, I don't digest well, my metabolism is slow. Once I hit 45, I can't digest things. But my doctors, they did the blood test. My thyroid is fine. He said I'm fine. But I know I can't digest because I bloat. I look like a 6 months pregnant. Then you should go see an acupuncturist or Chinese herbalist because we care that subjective feeling. So I'm going to talk about the bloating and abdominal distension because this is more common. So why do some of us have bloating after eating or drinking? The stomach is already filled with pathogenic dampness. And dampness is literally dampness. That's is sometimes often invisible, that moist air that like, in the summertime, when it's really humid, you feel like when you come out from the building and you feel like you're swimming in the air because the air is so thick with humidity, that thick, humid air can be contained in your stomach. Of course you feel full because it's there. You just can't see it, but it's there, right? So if you add food, more items like a food or water on top of it, and there's already dampness that's giving you a, hey, I'm here, then if you add, this is, by the way, I meant to pizza. It looks like a ladybug, but I meant the pizza. If you put more food, such as pizza, which is extremely hard to digest, you will notice because it's already full and you put something like heavy on it, so it's going to be farther pushing out, right? So it can cause pain in the abdomen or in the chest. In the chest because food, if it's pushed this way and this way, it all pushed this way too. Your body is 3D, so it pushes in many ways, right? But if there's an obstruction to the intestine, and if the food cannot smoothly be broken down and sent to the intestines, it may come back up, and then you may have a feeling of nausea or acid reflux or like a upward moving. The stomach chi are meant to go down. There's a certain organs that are meant to go up, the energetic direction, like spleen. But the stomach, and lungs too, but the stomach meant to go down. If there's obstruction, if there's a pylon, because I drive on the 403, if there's a one pylon that blocks the one lane, then other lanes try to merge into, so it creates the traffic, right? Same thing. If there's the tiniest obstruction, like a pylon in your digestive tract, it will cause indigestion, and then it will stop digesting in a smooth way, and then it'll stuck. Can you visualize it? Easy, yeah? So, how Chinese medicine solve that? Treatment principle is easy. Eliminate the dampness, eliminates the obstruction, take the pylons out. Then it will go. So we're gonna take dampness that's pre-existing in stomach, eliminate it. We're gonna eliminate the dampness, and we're gonna eliminate the obstruction. Dampness is invisible, but when it gets bad, it becomes the tangible phlegm that's stuck. And I can feel it sometimes when I'm pressing people's stomach. You will have a pain. That's harder to treat because when it's invisible, it's easy to disperse it. But when it becomes a tangible phlegm clump, then it's hard to get rid of it. We can with herbs and acupuncture, but either way, regardless of the severity, eliminate the dampness or eliminate the phlegm, tangible phlegm balls out of the stomach. So acupuncture work. Acupuncture activates the digestion. It gives a gas to the digestive system. You know, it gives a vroom, vroom kind, you know, it gives a gas. How would I know when to activate the digestion? So when I put the needles in the stomach, and when it's activated, the needle pulsate with your exhalation. So I know that it's activated. So that's happening around the belly button. Some people have a pulsation between a belly button and then diaphragm. If you pulsate here, like a spinning ball or butterfly or a washing machine, that's undigested water, undigested food, undigested room is trying to move away, trying to move around because they know that they shouldn't be there. They try to move around. So that's the spinning ball. Even the classical text from 2,000 years ago, Zanzonjin's text says a spinning ball, spinning rice bowl, because he didn't have a washing machine. He said it's a spinning of the rice bowl syndrome. Like, you know, it was a thing back then too. And Moxibustion. Moxibustion, I'll show you later. It's a bundle of love. And then it gives a boost to the digestive system. Moxibustion is a heat. It's I burn herbs, dry herbs called the mugwort or aye on top of people's belly, and then it gives the heat, the gas to the. It gives the heat to digest. Your digestion needs a heat because it's a boiler. So you have an indigestion, and then your meal is you often eat smoothie and vegetable juice and salad, then your stomach is so cold, and then when there's cold, there's a cold dampness, and it's hard to digest. That's why I tell people winter is a soup time. Mm-hmm. No salad. Mm-hmm. Canadian only get to eat salad in the summertime, or Americans too. This season's soup.
I find I crave soups and stews in the winter.
Right?
And then once the weather gets better, I start craving salads again.
Right?
Yeah.
So, oops. So the Moxibustion adds heat to it. I'll show you the photo later. And then Chinese herbs. Chinese herbs that drains dampness through urination or defecation. And then help the stomach to transform and digest the undigested materials. Yeah, so this is dangshan. It's actually there, probably behind of you. But say if it's the dampness around here, I will use like a dried orange peel, which is this one. Yeah, behind of you, up top, this one. Yeah, that's an orange peel. Or a bitter orange, or like there's herbs that helps to eliminate the dampness and then make your digestion easier.
What does the ST stand for?
Stomach, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, that was I should have known.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
That's good.
So this is Moxibustion. See, even the ginger is a shape of heart.
Oh.
It's a bundle of love. I cut the ginger, I sliced, this is just a fresh ginger root. It just happened to be heart-shaped. It doesn't have to be heart-shaped to work. And then I make a...
And those berries? Those berries?
Not that one. It's actually this one. It's this one. And then this is a dried wool of mugwort. And then I make it into like a cone shape.
Oh, cone shape.
And then I put on gingers. And then I light it. And then I do... 2-3 rounds of it, depends on how severe your stomach dampness is, and then after that it gets nice, like, you know, redness on the stomach. You will feel warm for a couple days. It's really nice things. Yeah. And anyone can benefit from it once a month or so. I'll do Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
If you're interested. Only people who cannot get this is people who has a dry heat, because it is a heat treatment. So if you already have a dry heat, I will do other different type of Moxibustion. There is another Moxibustion, but not the ginger one.
What do you mean dry? What's a dry heat?
Dry heat symptoms is stomach dry heat would be stomach ulcer, halitosis, like a really bad stomach, the breast, regardless of the mouth hygiene. Maybe acid reflux before eating.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be a stomach, but the dry heat, other place would be like a really dry eyes. Usually heat is in upper because your heat goes up, right? Like in your house, your attic is the warmest place.
Yeah.
So heat does go up by nature. So usually heat sign is in like chest up. Tongue ulcer or bleeding gum, or bleeding gum can happen with many reasons, but
What would excessive thirst?
excessive thirst can be both though.
Okay.
Excessive thirst, especially in the nighttime, is a little more dry side. But if you have a dampness, it may be still okay. So I have to touch your stomach around. But there's other Moxibustion that's good for people with dry heat. Dry heat people also have like a really irritable and a really impatient. I don't know if you are.
So you
Yeah.
can't
now
have
I'm
both.
thinking about my
Huh?
the other person that lives in my house. The other
So it can't be both.
It can have both.
Oh, okay.
It can have both, yeah. Because if you have
I
a
feel like inside somewhere.
damp phlegm clump, say in your stomach, so you won't digest. Without the proper digestion, your gastric juice won't be produced. Then you will end up with a dry stomach. So definitely you can have both.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is so interesting.
I know, eh?
Yeah.
And lifestyle change. So most likely, lifestyle change. Most likely the cause of this is usually lifestyle or diet choices.
Yeah.
Your eating hygiene is not as good as it could be. So if someone wishes for good health, one must first ask oneself if he is ready to do away with the reasons for his illness. Only then is it possible to help him. Makes sense, yeah?
Mm.
I don't agree with take this pill and you don't have to change your lifestyle. Before pill, before anything, you try to change your lifestyle. Acupuncture is good, but if you can solve your issues by just changing your lifestyle, then you don't need herbs. Herb comes later, you know. It's a little exterior, like external help, right?